Welcome back to Stocklabs for another market recap. We are done with July. So for this week, the market did okay. It was mostly choppy early in the week, a little bit kind of subdued, and then opened up big on Thursday, had a giant reversal, and then closed all the way back down in the lows by the end of Thursday. And then Friday, some typical sort of squeeze action. Uh, you know, was kind of a big update, but didn't make back Thursday's reversal. But everything is basically still around 52-week highs. So it was muted and then big swings at the end of the week, back-to-back days. For the weekly performance, Qs were up 2%, S&P up 1, IWM also up 1, and the Dow trailing only up 65 basis points. Oil had oil had a big week. This is, the oil trend appears to have reversed after months of choppy to downward action. It's kind of sustaining these rallies and moving to the upside again. So what that's going to mean for the inflation trend, if there's going to be another impulse of higher inflation, may complicate things for the Fed's outlook and also for market participants that are now all in on, inflation having been defeated, because these crude oil prices, these gasoline prices, they filter through to every other price that you see out there. Everything gets delivered on trucks and rail and all this stuff. So planes, that fuel cost goes into everything. But yeah, for this week, pretty okay week. I mean, we were sort of expecting it to be a little more bullish than it was. Got, the slow start kind of hurt, and then the big reversal on Thursday, kind of did whatever. But, overall, it did close up, at least on the surface. So, it's okay from that standpoint. If we look at our leadership stocks, some of these have been starting to report earnings, which have mostly been pretty good. Facebook was up 10% for the week. Google was also up 10% for the week. So these are like tens of billions of dollars worth of market cap just getting added or removed week to week, kind of willy-nilly. Strange to think about. Nvidia up 6% for the week. Tesla up 2, basically in line with the NASDAQ. The three top performers, three outperformers up here, and then the rest kind of performed along with the NASDAQ. Netflix was down, flat. Microsoft was down. They were one of the ones that released earnings. Stock was not hit hard, but it didn't ramp 10% or anything for the week. So, maybe a little bit of consolidation for Microsoft before, obviously the tech crowd will just pile into it at some point anyway. So yeah, up 4% overall for this group. Sort of held the NASDAQ in place to higher, and yeah, pretty good. These have been the horses all year. You see huge year-to-date gains. If you were long these at the start of the year, basically you could shut it down till next year and take your 50 to 80% year-to-date performance. Call it a year. So the industry breadth for the week was slightly positive, but also a bit muted. It's a little less enthusiastic than what you'd expect from the market being up 1-2% for the week. We've got basic materials up 1.3. That's the top performer. Services up 1, tech only up 66 basis points. NASDAQ was up 2%. So tech overall trailing the NASDAQ again. Utilities down 2%, pretty bad week for them. And healthcare also down 2%. So healthcare is kind of taken on this role that it had in, I think, 2022, even 2021, where it's just constantly underperforming. Bad, down weeks for the market are bad for healthcare. Up weeks for the market aren't great for healthcare. It's just sort of been reemerging again as the behavior last several weeks. So keep an eye on that. As far as subsectors go, mostly everything was green, but it's like slightly green. You don't have a lot of sectors that are really pushing the envelope. I mean, we have 6 sectors that are up 5%. We've got a couple of regional banks. You see more regional banks kind of down here, but department stores, tankers, shipping, these are kind of just like weird sectors. They're not anything that anybody actually cares about for the market. You do see some semiconductors popping in here, but overall, we want them higher up on the list. On the downside, airlines got hit this week. I'm not sure if it's commodity related. It said crude was up big. It's obviously a major input to airlines. They spend a lot on fuel, and airlines could just be pricing in a higher input cost environment for themselves. Other than that, there's not a whole lot that was really getting hit too hard. We have some sectors down, but there's not anything like glaring as far as this is a problem. So yeah, if we look at breadth by market cap, hopefully it tells more supportive picture. Let's get rid of these. Okay, 1 to 5 billion was up 1.25%. 5 to 10 billion was up 1.5%. 10 to 50 billion is up 58 basis points. 50 to 100 billion is up 1.1%. And TerraCaps were up only 95 basis points. So kind of just right in line with the market. 81 basis points. Still kind of just right in line with the market. Not a whole lot to go here. That, breadth was generally positive, but not anything forceful. This is kind of like, this is the third week that the, market and breadth was kind of to the upside, but this was the weakest of the 3 weeks. So could be a little bit of, stalling out happening. See what intelligence has to say for this week. Okay, FANG bullish, which this is the prevailing trend and market theme for the entire year. So Stocklabs says if you're going to bet on anything this week, bet on FANG. We've got home builders bullish. I think the home builders have been on kind of a tear. Housing market is really tight. So if there's no existing homes coming for sale, you got to buy some new build, right? So the home builders like that. Financials bullish this week, crypto bullish this week, gold miners bullish, cloud bullish, and we have techs, which is a bear tech ETF, kind of goes against the cloud and FANG long pick. So we'll see. Although we have seen that FANG has been in a world of its own, and technology, the tech sector can trade down while FANG trades up because that's just how it is this year. But we'll keep an eye on keep an eye on it this week. Probably FANG is going to be where it's at. If we look at downside for this week, Stocklabs not too excited about too much. Got biotech, Labu bearish, got cannabis bearish, which is like regular occurrence, and VIX bearish, which we've known since the last maybe 9 months or something, 8-9 months has been, extremely bearish, trend down for sure. So yeah, that's I think you're looking at a muted week overall for the market. Maybe FANG holds up. I think the up move on Friday was kind of a little bit of just a squeeze. There wasn't much behind it. Breadth is weakening, still positive, but weakening. So, the setup is there that if anything not even if anything happens, but there's just the conditions are there that the market could trade down this week, and it could trade down, a few percent, not just like 0.5% deal. So we'll see. I mean, it's good for the markets to pull back and reset themselves, see where the buyers really are, and yeah. Overall, I'd be cautious this week. If you're going to bet on anything, bet on FANG, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good week. Enjoying the summer, staying out of the heat, etc., etc. And we'll be back next week to see how everything went. So talk to you later. Bye.